Hello there. What's going on, guys? Seti here. Today we are jumping back into Pathogenic. This game has been on my radar for a while because it's one of the coolest and most interesting roguelite setups that I've seen in a minute. You play as a tiny pathogen trying to infect and take over the human body from the inside out, which already sounds like Spore's cell stage and went through a villain arc. Every run has you fighting enemy cells, collecting DNA, ripping out organelles, grafting new parts onto your body, and slowly evolving you into something disgusting, a little biological nightmare that can shoot acid, fire lasers, stack weapons, and turn the immune system into target practice. We played the demo not too long ago, and I really liked what I saw, but now that the full game is out as of the 17th, I wanted to see what else has been added and see how ridiculous the full game gets once we can really start opening up the builds. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. We don't have too much unlocked right now, so we're going to start with the bacterium. And you do get upgrades in terms of what weapons you can use. I have the caustic secretor right now, which is a fast shooting gun, or the cluster ejector, which fires 5 short range shots, versus the secretor, which is just a fast shooting gun. You have an entrant mitochondrion, or a mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, which gives you a little boost at the start. And then we also have flagellum, which is going to provide our movement speed. But with that, we're going to jump right into our first run with the full game. I know it's early, but before we get too far into the video, if you could do me a favor, look down to the subscribe button. At the time of recording this video, I am only 2 subscribers away from 100. If you could do me a huge favor and like the video as well as subscribe to the channel, that'll get us over that first major milestone for a new channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. And the next stop after that is going to be 200. So with that, we're going to go ahead and just jump right into our first run here. And it's a little bit like that, old school twin stick shooter where you just gotta pay attention, see what spawns, and then from there you go ahead and collect your DNA and get going. And we have 2 paths here. Let's see, no indication on what's going on each path, so we're just gonna keep on keeping on. And we have some projectiles we gotta keep dodging. And okay, blue, I can't remember what blue is. I think it's upgrades. Okay, so we have the vortisome. Vortisome attacks create vortexes that pull enemies in. That sounds pretty dang good. The katanisome attacks have a chance to deal a critical strike. That would be pretty good. Or a glycogen reserve, which is an extra stamina reserve container. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go with the vortisome, and I think we're gonna, okay, must be connected to damage dealing organelles first. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that on the caustic secretors, and we're gonna keep the overcharge connected to the vortisome. So we should be able to dish out some extra damage now. And now we'll go ahead and take our second route, which is going to be up into our next section of combat. Gotta watch our, oh, didn't dodge out there. But yeah, so we've got some projectiles that we got to keep an eye on. Make sure we don't get hit or take too much damage early on, because, we want to try and make it as far as possible in this run. Get this, secreting little cell gone. All right, we've got all our DNA out of that. And here we go into the next bit. Oh, you guys got some spikes on the start. I am taking damage like mad. All right, I totally should have re-looked at the controls to make sure I know if there's a dodge or not. I'm sure there is a dodge, but right now I don't know what it is to dodge. And we ran out of stamina there, so gotta play it careful, get these last little things done. Okay, here we go. This is our first mutation. We have a reinforced membrane, which is increasing our health. A volatile receptor turns a random external slot into a plus 40% damage slot. That might be pretty good. Glycogen reserves, extra stamina container, or a glycogen funnel. Weapons no longer consume stamina. Ooh, I think I'm gonna take the glycogen funnel. And then we're gonna go up into down to the left here and get our next little upgrade here, which is the berserker mitochondrion. After each kill, overcharge for 3 seconds. There we go. We will take that, and I'm gonna go ahead. Shoot, I need to adjust what's going where. Let's see. Well, Overcharged with 3 seconds. Additional movement speed after a kill. I think we might keep it just like that. We'll see how it goes. And on to our next room. It is pretty cool that there is a fast travel system in this little setup, which I really like it. I don't think I've really seen all that many roguelites include a fast travel system, which of course is kind of important, especially if you're going through upgrades and have different routes that you got to take. All right, we gotta avoid the spikes here and our projectiles. Okay, keep them damaged. I would love to get some front-facing spikes myself. That would boost us and make us a little bit easier to survive, especially in close-range combat encounters. But I think we're doing decent so far. Dodge out the way there. Okay. And then it is interesting, the little centerpieces of the stage can get damaged enough to essentially get eliminated. And then we have something down in this corner here. I think it's a shop. All right, we have 16 mutagen, or I don't know what the currency is called, that we can spend. All right, we have a recuperative mitochondrion after 10 successful attacks from connected organelles, overcharged for 1 second. I don't think we need that. We have by DNA for 4, or another caustic secretor. We also have an enhancer upgrade, the organelle to higher rarity. That might be pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and buy some health since I did take some damage earlier, and then we're gonna go ahead and upgrade. I think we want to upgrade our caustic secretors, increase our damage there, and now we're gonna go and move on to the big boss. All right, let's see how we do here. Okay, the blood monocyte. All right, okay, all right. I need to figure out, okay, what is my dodge? All right, no dodge. Oh, shoot, dude. Okay, well, that didn't go according to plan because I didn't pay attention. I was talking too much in that first bit that I missed out on what the dodge button was, but I read the tutorial again, and this time we should be just fine because I actually know how to dodge. All right, let's go up and to the left. The combat zone. Sorry, I hit the mic there. Okay, let's just keep taking damage, why don't we? It's not like we want to keep our health up as much as possible. No, that's not what we want to do. All right, well, I think we gotta be getting towards an upgrade zone. Oh, these cells, man. Bumping into them, they just wreck us. All right, keep on keeping on. All right, here we go. Keep our distance, dodge out the way of the projectiles. All right, that's nice. It kind of is auto-regulating in terms of giving us some health while we go through. All right, here we have the chromatophore gland. Press X to fire a laser in its slot for 2 seconds, 800 damage a second, or leave a toxic trail. I think we're gonna go to the chromatophore gland, and we will throw that on our side. Oh, wait. Oh my. Well, that seems ultra powerful. I'm gonna go ahead and travel on over to the right side because that means we're gonna have some extra upgrades for us in this zone. And yeah, this is an easy zone. Nothing too difficult right now. I do want to get as many upgrades as possible because I definitely blundered that first boss encounter. Okay. Now, I did hit the X button, but it did not trigger, so I don't know what that's about. All right, here we go. Metabolic refinement. Active abilities require 35% less overcharge time. Extra stamina container plus 200% damage minus 50% damage for each weapon. Or attract DNA pickups from farther. I think we're going to go with the focus specialization, as that seems like it would be pretty darn good. We can buy more DNA. More DNA would be increasing the likelihood that we can get an mutation in terms of our body shape. But we have the cryopulse. Press X to release a pulse that erases projectiles and freezes enemies. The stinger tendril. Fast short range melee attacks. Chromatophoric gland. We already have that. I think, yes, at this point I am going to buy DNA. We're at 5 of 13. I don't know that we're going to be able to get the entire upgrade prior to the boss. Okay. I am pressing X, but I guess I don't have it powered up, so I gotta pay attention to that. Need to get another mitochondrion, make sure that I can, what do you call it? Activate my super weapon. Alright, get this other XP, and yes, another set of upgrades. Membrane restoration, fully restore HP, provides thrust, another flagellum, or a lateral emitter. On hit, fire 2 perpendicular lasers. I think we're gonna go membrane restoration, and we are so close to our upgrade, but not quite enough for the mutation. Alright, this time I now know the dodge button, so I will absolutely use that to my advantage. Make sure we get this blood monocyte down. And I did just dodge. Oh. There we go. Come on. Get down. Alright, there we go. We're going to get our first mutation. So we can go Bacillus magnus. That's essentially a long one. Or a coccus, which is 2 HP, and it's circular. Diplobacillus doubles our cores, or we can skip the evolution. I think we're going to go with coccus, because I feel like that's a good option. Alright. We can gain a random weapon, upgrade any organelle to a higher rarity, or we can get a galvanic node. Press X to plant a beacon that arcs between you and other beacons. I think we're going to go with enhancer. Let's see if we can upgrade. All right, what do we want to upgrade? Is it going to let me select? Oh, sorry, my cat has jumped onto my table, so now I am unable to. I need to flip my mouse over. Let's see. Is that working? No? Did that work? I don't think it did. Come on. Zeus bud. You're wrecking my style. Oh shoot. Yeah. We're gonna do the enhancer. Here we go. Now I think I still need to flip my mouse. Here we go. I'm sorry, bud. You're gonna have to just get off the desk so I can keep recording. What do we want? The chromatophoric gland now has power, which is good. I think we will enhance our 2 caustic secretors. I think that'll be the best option for us. And then we are at full health, so we don't need to worry. And now we move on to our next zone. We're in the intestines. Started in the skin, now we're in the intestines. So now we've got all these paths, and then, oh geez, I remember these from the demo. These guys are, if you don't, certain worm type enemies, you, there we go. Get them, yes sir. I think it's the purple worms. The purple worms, when they, you can hit them on the end, and it'll split them off, because that's the boss for the intestines, which is not an easy defeat. Well, that was a recipe for an easy defeat in my first playthrough, my first video on this game. So, alright, dodge out the way. Alright, get more DNA, get some upgrades. Let's go. We have a mucus emitter, spews slow orbs of continuous damage, or spawn 1 HP after being overcharged for 40 seconds. I think we should take that. And then, hopefully, I do need to keep in mind that we can absolutely sell upgrades for DNA. And yeah, so these ones here, don't get hit. So we've got these things on the board now which can slow us down, and if we're not careful in how we attack these guys, yeah, you can see they're breaking off into all these extra little... Ooh. I need to learn how to aim with that super weapon, which these guys also have, so I can stay out the way there. Okay. Yeah, we want to get as... I think we want to get as much DNA as possible, because that's going to open up how many things we can get on our, what do you say, upgrades and all that? Or how many weapons we can place. Okay, sinestral... oh my gosh, I have a biochemistry degree, and I have not read these words in so long. It's a sinestral chirality. Weapon on the left half of the body deals 100% damage, while on the right deals 50% damage. External omnis receptor makes a random external slot, also accept internal organelles. Or we can get ossification, which is armor. I think I'm going to go with armor. I don't know how often armor is going to regenerate, but with that, we can fast travel back to the front of the zone, and it seems like I need to have... Okay. Jeez, I keep taking hits like mad. What do you call it? My super weapon, I think it kind of depends on like how much damage we've done, or something along those lines. I can't remember the specific condition to be able to trigger it, but yeah, clearly we cannot just trigger it willy-nilly, which is good to know. All right, we can go down to the shop. We do have 30 currency, so we have a triphase tendril. Third attack deals 3x damage, or a opulentor creates 3x cores after being overcharged. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen this one. Opsonin arc creates an orbiting arc that improves attacks that pass through it. Or we can buy DNA. I think we're going to buy the DNA. All right. We have a mitochondrial augmentation plus 15% overcharged strength from the mitochondria. We have reinforced membrane, an extra health. Autonomic discharger, active abilities activate automatically as soon as they are less than 50% charge and need 50% less overcharge time. Or we can do focused specialization. I think we're going to do focused specialization. I think that one's going to be pretty darn good. And now we will go ahead and move our way up into the next room. And again, we want to make sure we get as much DNA as possible early on so that we can be as powerful as possible for the boss. And we've got these minis spawning. No big deal. And come on, be the last guy. Nope, we got another round. Another round of enemies coming our way. That was how we wanted to aim with that weapon. I just need to make sure that, like, okay, if I do the super ability, I do the I aim to the side. All right, here we go. Concussive tendril. Low damage, slams enemies into walls. I mean, I suppose we'll take it. I'll take a concussive tendril. And I suppose we can recycle our normal flagellum. That got us a little bit of extra XP. And then we do have a heart. So let's get some healing going. And I feel like this is going to be the last real boss or enemy room that we can capitalize on before our boss fight. So hopefully, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. Oh, jeez. Okay. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get enough XP or DNA to level up again prior to the boss. Alright, he's just pissed off. He's coming our way. Let's get out of the he's kind of charging us. And we get him down. All of these guys are charging us. It's alright, come on. There we go. We got him in a lane. Easy money in our lane. Dodge up projectile. Oh, I almost dodged into them. There we go. We get all our DNA and upgrade materials. Come on, get that health. Okay, sorry, I bumped my mic again. And man, my nose is itching like mad. Okay, here we go. It is now boss time. I don't know. Are we ready for the boss? I could maybe go back to the shop. Let's see. What do we got? We can heal for 2 health. Might as well. And then we can get extra overcharge cores. Rates 3x. I suppose that's overcharge. After being overcharged. Every 3rd attack deals 3x damage. I don't know. I think I'm gonna pick up the triphase tendril just to be safe. Improves handling and dodge. Every 3rd attack deals damage. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, shoot. Well, I suppose we'll throw it on our front. Might be regrettable because I think we did get that upgrade for extra damage based on having very few weapons, which we now have additional weapons. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Ascaris. The Ascaris is... I think it's a different boss than what I played in the demo. It definitely seems different than what I played in the demo. Oh, come on. I didn't get aimed right. Got a nice big chunk of damage done with that bomb though, so I'm not complaining there. Oh, that's cool. We can shoot projectiles and prevent them from coming at us. I need to get more stamina for sure. Because right now we are running out rather quick. Come on, get him down. Yeah, I think, oh shoot, let's dodge out our way. I think I said it in the first one, but it reminds me of the Sly Cooper Bentley hacking sections, how this game plays. And so if you're OG Sly Cooper fan, you will be very familiar with what I'm talking about. Come on. We're slowly but surely. I should probably get rid of that super weapon. I just don't use it very often. It doesn't seem like I get it charged up enough. I guess I don't have the build for it. because you're probably supposed to, what is it? Go down, increasing your overcharge. Okay, easy money here. All right, we have another mutation. We have the Leucoramase, which is gaining cores. We have the mitochondrial augmentation, metabolic refinement, or adrenaline, plus 40% damage and plus 40% attack speed when at 2 HP or less. I very much do not want to be that low. So I'm going to get the mitochondrial upgrade. And then we have the cluster ejector, short range shots, pushes nearby enemies away with the kinetic pseudopod. Or we have the chronosome, attacks improve over time as they travel. That might be pretty darn good. I want to put it there, but then they don't have power. Is that right? Every third triphase tendril. What is this? Attacks gain bonuses. And then I don't have power on this chromatophore gland. I think that's fine. I kind of want to get rid of the chromatophore gland, if I'm being honest. I think that's what I'll probably do as we move on into the next zone, if I get another replacement weapon. Because, yeah, so far it's just not, move. All right. We are now in the stomach. Let us see. I feel like whatever we did on that last upgrade definitely increased our attack. Right. Okay, I have laid some trap spikes on the board. Okay, we are doing a few big chunks of damage every so often. Watch ourselves. We are in rather confined zones, so that is something that we got to keep in mind when we're... Oh, dodge. Didn't hit the dodge quite right. Come on. You're about down. Come on. Get him down. Oh, come on. I definitely need more stamina. Next time I get an option to upgrade my stamina, I am absolutely doing so. Because we're just not dishing out. We're not dishing it out. I suppose I'll go back, pick up the heart. Yes, and now we proceed through the stomach. Okay. Next zone, let us, okay, dodge right into enemies, take 2 damage right out the rip. That's lovely. I don't know how I feel about that one weapon. Like, yeah, I could do a ton of damage with it when I aim properly. Maybe I should put it on the front. I should probably put it on the front. Okay. Kind of got stuck in a corner there. Okay. This zone is... Oh, man. I'm still lacking the stamina I need. These enemies are all bundled up though, which is pretty nice. Dodge that projectile. Ah, come on. Oh, don't dodge into the damage dealing traps. Okay. Come on. If we don't get a enough DNA to level up again. Still more enemies. Yeah, that main weapon, that laser weapon, is not as good as I would hope, but then again, it's probably a placement skill issue. Alright, there we go. There we go. We should have our mutation. We have a Diplococcus, which is a double. I don't have another mitochondria though, so we can increase our health or we can increase our damage. Well, I think we're going to go to Diplococcus And then, is there a way? Yes, I can adjust where things are located. Here we go. Oh. My big laser weapon's not going to be powered. Attacks improve over time as they travel. Responds. Okay. These need attack. Purifies tendril. Details. It's a melee weapon. Is that what I want to do? No, that's not what I want to do. I think that's enough power, right? Okay, well, we now have our melee weapon working, which is on our side. But I only want... Oh, Lanta. Can I adjust? Oh no, I can't adjust in the middle of a... I mean, logically so, right? You probably wouldn't be able to be like, hey, timeout guys, I need to adjust what my weapons are doing. My lasers are doing 0 damage now. Shoot! Well, that is unfortunate. Well, we unlocked the parasite Helminth, which is based off of defeating the intestine boss. So, a brown chitinous tail blocks attacks, but it cannot strafe. Or we have the diatom, parasite for 2-player co-op. Each player controls 1/2. Yeah, I think that is not exactly what we want or need. Let's see here. Is there a shop? It looks like there might be a shop. Oh, this is the meta progression stuff that I did not pay any attention to. Okay. Well, we're going to increase our HP, gain 5% chance for better reward rarity after beating each boss. We'll do that. Base speed. I'll take base speed. Oh, what? 41. Lanta. Reassign. Okay. Stash slot for stored organelles. What do I want? Do I want movement speed or boss rewards? I think we'll keep it at that. Now, we should be able to... Do I want to throw the cluster ejector on the front? Alright, we're going to throw the cluster ejector on the front and see how this round goes. I absolutely should have done better on that very first round, but we're just not going to talk about it. Alright. Because I now know what the dodge is. The 5-shot is kind of like a little shotgun. I almost think I would benefit from doing a 5-piece of it. Or, not a 5-piece, but all 3 of them. Yeah, because things are going down real quick right now. We have our first upgrade here. We have the Oxidator, spew piercing burning acid. The Capsid Flail, slow but powerful circular melee attack. Or the slashing melee weapon, 90 damage per second. Or every 3 seconds, 270. Do we want the slow? I mean, it's the same amount of damage, right? So, I don't think we have to worry. Yeah, I think we'll be fine with that. Okay, just tank that first shot right away. Okay, and let's go get our upgrade. We have Helicoprobiscus. Drill that takes time to spin up. I don't know. Reinforced membrane. We are going to take that, and that maxed our HP too, which is wonderful. I don't know where exactly is best to place the melee weapons. Because I don't really want to be in melee range, considering the fact that they do damage. Plus 3 DNA and 3 cores for recycling. HP or armor. Well, I think plus 3 armor is better than plus 1 health. But I guess the question is, does the armor regenerate? I don't recall from that last round. I wasn't paying near enough attention to be able to say if it did or not. And okay, this is going to be a big fight. The melee weapon is actually quite a good range, surprisingly. I'm very surprised by that, in all honesty. Big laser shooting guy, and now we have boss and shop. So let's go down to the shop. We want DNA or a magnetisome. Projectiles are pulled towards the organelle. Emits volatile electric arcs, the galvanic conduit, or the oxysome improves damage. Oh no, I don't have enough. I guess the only thing I could do is the conduit or DNA. I think we'll do DNA. Might as well do DNA. But again, not enough to be prepared for the multi-nucleated giant cell, which is the boss this time around. This boss is pretty simple. Oy, I say that. Every time I say something cocky like that, I always take damage. It is the dumbest thing in the world. Okay, come on. Should probably keep my range a little bit more. And I'm getting quiet because I'm locking in. Yeah, those melee weapon hits do massive chunks, and that is not where I wanted to dodge. There we go. Okay. We have a mutation. This one seems pretty darn good. Stamina container. I do want a stamina container, though. I think we're going to go for the stamina container. Just so we can keep blasting as long as possible. And then we have the Pistol Blast, which attacks blast a cone behind hit enemies. The Ablative Mitochondria, after slashing an enemy, projectile overcharge for 2 seconds. Or shoots 2 short range projectiles. The Lateral Vent. I think we're going to go Lateral Vent. And that was silly. Very, very silly. As we now, what do we do? Oh man, what did I do? Well, I suppose that's gonna be how we run it. Okay, we'll see how this does. Because I'm all backwards now. Okay. Well, I should probably get rid of the melee. Okay. Man, even with 2 stamina, I'm running out of stamina far faster than I would like. Yeah, I need to get rid of that melee weapon at this point because it is not doing me the service that I need. And oh, Lana, dude, I'm stuck. Oh, I should have rearranged items. Oh, man. Oh, well. You live and you learn. If I can make it through this one, which is not looking great, I can adjust what goes where, because, I would like to, have a more straightforward shooting versus what I've got now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Last guy, please. Please be the last guy. Come on. No, not the last. Oh, I don't think I'm making it out of this one. I do not. Yep. I did not make it out. Well, that is unfortunate. If you do want to see another video on this game, Pathogenic, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll more than happily do another one. Otherwise, I will see you in the next game that I try. I appreciate you making it this far into the video, and if you've made it this far into the video and you haven't already, like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.